Hey guys, this is Joshua Montero. This is my presentation for the chapter that I was assigned this past week in print. So, what I read or what I got about the industry was that one way that they create groups and subgroups is by genre of work. The pipeline production can be it can vary in the process from very small to very large, depending on what kind of a project it is. The marketing in print can be extremely optional. It has lots of outlets and options and opportunities to get the work of the author out to the public. It has been extremely evolved because of our digital presence and how we are now being able to move things digitally to customers from point A to point B. The logistics of it, it is just selling a product to a customer. The ability to change how the information is delivered and presented has become very optional, as far as there's still paper print books, magazines. We're now in a time where we have ebooks that is growing in popularity, and likewise with that, there's audiobooks for people that maybe are blind or are hard of sight. And these are all just methods that we have the ability to use now to kind of expand our ability to get the most return on our work. And with all of these different forms and methods that we use in the print industry, we have kind of evolved to where we are at now, and it is a very changed industry from its beginning. Some similarities and parallels to the game industry are the pipeline production can range from a very basic small production model to a very large and complex one, depending on the project and the type of work that's being done. Both industries' marketing tactics are very wide-ranged, for a lack of better words, in the sense that there are an extreme amount of outlets that can be used to market to the consumers that they are targeting, or the demographics that they are targeting. They have both been extremely changed due to the digital evolution. Both very consumer driven, in that they take feedback from their consumers or their customers, and typically utilize that information to progress with future work. They both use the genre-based model to categorize and subcategorize work to also help focus their marketing on their specific target audience, and they both cater to a very wide range of people and personality types. Oops, too far. The differences that I feel help understand the game industry, marketing. There was a specific instance in the reading that made me think, and it was about an author that re-released previous work with a new book to help kind of increase that ability or the opportunity for their sales or their profits. It was just really smart, and I felt like games have started to do that more recently, where when a new game comes out, they'll pair it with a previous version or the game before that, and sell it at a discounted price. Also, the maybe successful game developers that are getting out of the industry, either author books or get with authors to create books about their success stories and kind of share that information. And I think that's really important in the game industry. And also with print, we have the knowledge and the communication put into books to help us understand or predict the future, which I think is really important because without understanding technology and where it's going, we have a really hard time, I think, forecasting where we need to be. And in the end, I feel like both industries are very different in some aspects, and they're very similar in a lot. I feel like the methods in which they use to plan out the project timeline or the product development, I feel is very similar. I feel like they both thrive on their consumers, their demographics, and who their target audiences are. And they're also changed by those people. They're both evolving rapidly because of technology and how fast it changes. Both of them, I feel, are better because of each other. And lastly, I feel like because of technology, we're in a very similar path right now, but I feel like that there's going to come a point where literature is probably going to divert down another path, and I'm not quite sure how or why, but I do feel like they will separate, at least for a little while. Not to say they won't come back together, but the digital evolution, I feel, is going to take these two industries in a slightly different path at some point. So that is my presentation. I'm sorry if it was really short and to the point. I already did it once, and my microphone cut out on me, so I was trying to just get this done so I could get it submitted on time, but that's not going to happen. So I hope you guys liked it, and I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you very much. Bye.